Warning, there is a good chance Bitcoin Mike has no idea what he's talking about. Do your own research. Enjoy the show. Thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content. All right, folks, we got Bitcoin at 26,887. You know, we're still seeing that pullback that most people are attributing to the whole Binance FUD or CZ Binance FUD. Of course, he's being sued by the CFTC and I believe the SEC as well. I guess it's the biggest story in crypto right now. I mean, I guess it's a big story, but right now everything's pretty much civil. And everybody knew that the SEC, CFTC would probably be coming after these guys. And I don't really think there's too much to go after with CZ, although they do have his phone records, and apparently he was allegedly trying to coerce people into using VPNs and, you know, using different methods to skirt U.S. regulations so they could use Binance. But, you know, the funny thing is, you know, before Binance.us ever existed, I was on Binance International. I actually stored all of my Theta there. And they kicked me off. They sent me an email. They said, you have to get all of your Theta, and I think I had Theta and Litecoin. You have to get Theta and your Litecoin off of Binance, or we're going to shut it all down and seize and just shut down your account, and you'll lose it all, blah, 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 whatever it was. So they actually did. They stopped me from trading, and I had to send my Theta to a hardware wallet. And my Litecoin, I think I sent my Binance or my Litecoin to like Coinbase or something. So a lot of people are saying, well, you know, CZ and Binance, they were letting U.S. Citizens trade on Binance. But, I mean, maybe they were to some extent. I guess if you use a VPN. But I wasn't using the VPN, and they kicked me off. So the way I see it is, what are they supposed to do? They operate in another country. If somebody from another country uses a VPN, like, it's not their problem. You know, it's like if I'm based out of Israel and I sell a sword or something that's illegal in the United States and somebody uses a fake international address to buy it, like in Canada or something, and they drive across the border to pick it up, is that my fault? I didn't know that. So, you know, I think this whole thing is just, it's a little much, but the question is it really going to affect Binance internationally exchange? Well, regardless if it does, you shouldn't keep all your money on the exchange anyway. I mean, if you're one of these people that has to keep most of your money on an exchange, then just keep some on Binance and some on Coinbase and some on wherever the hell else, or some on a hardware wallet. I mean, with me, I keep most of mine on a hardware wallet. Then I have another wallet. Then I keep some on Binance and some on Coinbase, and I just have it spread out, you know, throughout the whole ecosystem. I use MetaMask, I use Trust Wallet, I use everything. So we'll see what happens. I listened to Crypto Ran this morning, and here's his take on it.
That CZ is about to run from the law. What does worry me, however, is that if I look at the allegations that are inside these documents, things like willfully and knowingly trying to circumvent a way to get US users to trade on Binance, willfully and knowingly removing US from reports and putting unknown so that you can mask this when you show people the reports. To me, and I'm not a lawyer, that sounds like willfully and knowingly promoting criminal activities. If the allegations are right, and they knew that there was money transfers going on to Hamas, and that people in the US were using their IP or changing IP addresses, if they knew that, then this could quite easily become a criminal case. It's all fun and games when there's a civil case, but when there's a criminal case, then it gets really serious. Then you can look at spending time in prison, like Arthur Hayes did, like a whole lot of other people did. And there was another tweet where I saw that the CFTC chief said the following things on Binance. He said, we had to step in aggressively and do it as quickly as possible because this was ongoing fraud. Now, I mean, he's not mincing his words. If this was ongoing fraud, then fraud is a criminal case. Fraud is not a civil case.
So I think Rand kind of summed it up well, as he usually does. You know, Rand he's good at summing things up. the question we should all be asking is, if something happens to CZ Binance, CZ, say he gets brought up on fraud charges, he goes to jail or whatever, or he can't run the exchange anymore, will that affect Binance Exchange? Well, Binance Exchange is a big company. It's almost like saying, well, the president of Disney is in jail. Does Disney go away? No, it doesn't. Or the president of Walmart? No. I mean, it still exists. Binance isn't going to go anywhere, but could it create FUD and affect the price? I've always said the riskiest coin to me that is an obvious security, but for whatever reason it has been performing really, really well, and it always does, is BNB. Obvious security. I don't know how it's trading at 311 right now. None of it makes any sense to me, but it's a good coin to trade because it goes well. Even with Binance FUD, it's down, from 320 down to 310. Nothing all that big of a deal. So, yeah, I mean, if CZ Binance goes to jail, it's not going to be good for the markets. Or if it gets brought up on fraud, and you might see BNB crash or something like that. But I don't see the Binance exchange going away. It's an international exchange. You have the United States regulators coming after an international exchange that U.S. citizens aren't even supposed to be using anyway. So it's fun to follow. CZ Binance has been in crypto way longer than me, longer than most, since 2014 or whatever. I'm sure he's been up to some shenanigans, as everybody pretty much has who's been in the space that long. It gets to a point where you have to skirt law a little bit to get people to use your site because the regulators are kind of a pain in your butt. But it just kind of goes to show that, yeah, it could cause short-term volatility in the market. But as long as you're keeping your money spread out on a bunch of different exchanges and a hardware wallet and whatever, you should be okay. But the most risky coins are going to be those Binance-backed coins like BNB or BUSD or whatever. So I wouldn't be in BNB right now, although it seems to be doing well. But other than that, and if you have 100% of all your money on Binance, well, I mean, you might want to spread it around a little bit. But we've been talking about that on this channel for the last year. You shouldn't keep all your money on one exchange. Plain and simple. Okay, yesterday we were talking about Litecoin. We've been talking on this channel about Litecoin since I created this channel a year ago. I said I've had some negative things to say about Litecoin, as in it didn't do as well last time. I held a lot of it. It didn't do as well. Thankfully, I held Cardano too, which did do well, and Theta. But the narrative now, with all the SEC, CFTC, coins being labeled as security, Litecoin is shining right now because Litecoin, dubbed a commodity, this just came out. It's been what they've been talking about all year, but the regulators even came out the other day and said Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're commodities, they're not securities. There's no way Litecoin will ever be labeled a security. There's nobody to go after. Charlie Lee sold all his coins and it's decentralized, doesn't control any of it anyway. So I truly think, yeah, gaming's going to do well next time, AI, Cardano, but these coins that are legacy coins that are not going to be labeled as security may actually take the cake, which could be Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and whatever, all these other proof of work coins. But some of these proof of work coins are kind of controlled. Litecoin is not controlled. So Litecoin was deemed a commodity today in a CFTC lawsuit filing against Binance. So this was today. The government is basically calling Litecoin a commodity. So, folks, let's pull our heads out of our asses. A lot of people on my comments have said everything's going to be labeled as security. Crypto's over. Security. No, well, Litecoin won't be labeled security. So if you're looking to get into crypto, you're looking for a legacy coin. It's been around forever. It's not a scam coin. It pumps relatively well in the bull market. You can use it for payments, and it's been proven not to be a scam. Well, you got Litecoin. And it's probably going to have a better ROI than Bitcoin. I fully expect Litecoin to be between $500 and $1,000 by 2025. Bitcoin, maybe 100,000, 120,000. So, pretty big difference. So, with the altcoin now potentially safe from further scrutiny from the SEC, a new digital silver narrative could take shape. When I got into crypto, Litecoin had pumped really, really hard. I bought it too high, but the narrative around Litecoin was it's silver to Bitcoin's gold, and you're starting to see that narrative come back. The The crypto market bled more than 50 billion in market cap today after it was revealed that Binance and CZ will face legal action from the United States Commodities Future Trading Commission over alleged trading and derivative rules violations. But according to filing, the CFTC has explicitly named Litecoin along with Bitcoin and Ethereum to be commodities under their jurisdiction. The CFTC is in charge of regulating commodity future markets such as soy, corn, silver, and gold. In the past, the CFTC has been clear that Bitcoin is a commodity and has also named Ether as such, allowing both to be traded on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And it should also be noted that Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, all these are basically used on PayPal. You can use them on PayPal. A lot of these payment processors let you use them. So don't take your eye off Litecoin. I made a video yesterday. I've been talking about Litecoin all year, but now is the time. Litecoin is on a little bit of a pullback right now. I bought some Litecoin yesterday, and Litecoin's down to $86, so it's down about a dollar from where I bought it. I think these are good levels for Litecoin, especially if you have that Litecoin halving coming up in the summer. Litecoin, $75 is my next target. If Litecoin goes down to $75, I'm actually taking money I had put aside to buy more Cardano and things like that. I'm actually going to be putting into Litecoin. So we'll see if we get a big dump. The only way Litecoin's going to go down to $75 is if Bitcoin dumps down to like $25,000, $24,000. But it could happen because we're seeing a little bit of a pullback on Bitcoin today. But remember, Litecoin, for the last couple months, it has dumped relatively hard, but it's also pumped hard when things come back. So do not take the ball off of Litecoin. And we also have a little bit of Sam Bankman-Fried news today. So it turns out Sam Bankman-Fried sent $40 million to Chinese officials trying to bribe Chinese officials. So federal prosecutors tacked on a 13th criminal charge against Sam Bankman-Fried against the FTX co-founder of bribing one or more Chinese government officials with $40 million. And this is all and I'm sure this is all the users' money. The new indictment was unsealed by the Southern District Court. Bankman-Fried, who is out on $250 million bond, has already pleaded not guilty to 8 criminal counts. Man, I think he's probably going to get life in prison. I think he's probably going to spend the rest of his life in prison. I mean, they just keep racking more charges against this guy. And I do think you are probably dealing with pure evil right here. Possibly Satan. So he deserves everything he gets. Man, if I were him, I'd enjoy the next 6 months of freedom in your parents' mansion, because once you hit jail, man, it is going to be a different world for you, and they're not going to like you in jail because you are a weasel. All right, that's it. Bitcoin, 26,875. And the stock market was kind of neutral today. So, I think a little bit of a pullback is healthy. I think this CZ Binance situation is going to blow over, just like everything does. I wouldn't be surprised if they go down to 25,000 or something like that, but I don't think we're going to go much lower than that. And all you should be doing now is looking to buy. You have XRP pumping today, but there's really no reason. There's rumors that the lawsuit is going to be over soon. I don't believe any of it. I would not be buying XRP right now, but if you're a big believer in XRP, congratulations. If you bought below 50 cents, although most people who bought XRP bought at like $2, $3 and they haven't made any money. So whatever. I'm not even gonna talk too much about XRP, but it's like there's so many better projects to be in. Let's just leave it at that. All right, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.